Why Romania? Why did you choose Romania to launch the 5G services in Orange Group?
Romania has been one of the first countries for 4G. This is a very innovative country. We have technical teams in Romania, engineers, developers that are very good. They're working for Orange Romania, but also working for the entire group. So the spectrum was available in the country. The team were ready. The customers, are an appetite for technology and for new services. So this was all the right conditions to launch the first 5G country in Romania today.
What shall be the next countries where we shall launch 5G?
It's a good question. So it's not fully defined yet, but we will launch early 2020 anyway in big countries in Europe.
So this year it will be only Romania?
For the commercial, yes, it will be only Romania.
And I suppose for 6G we shall be also the first country?
Maybe we will be there in a couple of years. We're not pushing 6G anyway. We already have some meeting, but I guess we are not pushing. We need to make sure that we work on 5G, because when you have a new technology, you may have a lot of different versions for the so-called 5G, which will be different in 5 years than the 5G which is today. And we need to keep on working on energy. We need to keep on working on coverage quality for all the area. We need to deliver the slicing for reliability, for latency, for IoT. So that's the very beginning of 5G. That's the beginning when it comes to commercial launch, but that's also a beginning when it comes to the different version of 5G that will, come on the market for the next 5 years. So there's many things to do.
Do you think for the other countries' experience, this auction, 5G auction, how is going on? Because in Romania it was a hype, but now just a few days ago they stopped the 5G auction that is going to be relaunched for the next year. How things are going in the other countries with the auctions?
This is really a country per country basis. And the starting point are already very different. So I don't think that we can make comparison from one country to another. What we can say is that the process is ongoing everywhere in Europe, and that's something which is absolutely key for the European countries to make sure that they handle 5G, they do it very quickly. 5G is going to be extremely important when it comes to the competitivity of our B2B companies. 5G will be key when it comes to the development of smart cities or healthcare. So I'm convinced that this is really something that will make the difference for the European growth. So that's something that we must do all together. In order to show that Europe is, at the forefront of technology.
And my final question, at the Mobile World Congress, Ericsson and Alcatel and Samsung stated that Europe is losing momentum in front of US and Asia. Do you think that we shall be able to minimize this gap in front of these other regions in the 5G battle?
Asia is highly dynamic, and the 5G has already been launched in different countries. US is, nothing has been done yet, so the situation is not better, and the time frame is not, better than the one we do have in Europe. Now, I guess we need to work all together at European level to make sure that even if we may have differences from one country to another, Europe means something. Because if we want to have vendors working for us, if we want to be able to build ecosystem, we need to scale. So the European scale, I guess, is the good one. And the B2C platform, 4G brings new platform, and they were more in the US part of the world. When it comes to the B2B, it's not done yet. on European markets as key advantage for that, in automotive, in industry. So I strongly believe that we, as a European countries, with 5G, we can build B2B verticals and be top one for the future.
The European Commission as a body is a partner for the mobile operators in Europe because they launched several years ago this initiative, private-public partnership. Is this still going on?
Yeah, we're working a lot with the European Commission. We will be working with a new one. The European Commission has been active in building the 5G standardization through the 5G PPP, private-public partnership, also pushed by the European Commission. So I really think that they do realize how 5G is a tool for European competitiveness.